that thing down, come on.
It's too dark in here.
No, it's not. It'll pick up.
Can you smell it?
That's $5,000 chip, sweet.
Well, see, you're a rich man. Poor Ron. Don't hurt me, I tell ya.
Honey, I'm supposed to know.
Somebody probably drank them.
The labels on it, they just hate in time.
Oh, yeah, remember the labels are made out of paper.
Yeah.
Paper don't last forever.
Everyone's got the green cocoa plant and try to show you everything it takes to make whiskey. The plant won't be running, it'll still go through. And you can take pictures anywhere you want. Now, if you smoke, let it get back. We got two short bus rides, one top of the hill, one down the hill, and then we'll walk. On top of the hill, we go in an aging building where they store this whiskey in barrels. Now, these have water for display, but the big buildings on the hill holds over 20,000 barrels each. So that's over 1 million gallons each building. We got 46 of these big buildings. And we're going in one that you see what it smells like in there. It kind of reminds me of my living room. Now, they're not all full, because about every day we're taking this whiskey out bottled. We send it to about 122 countries besides the U.S. And if we put it in big bottles, somebody's got to have little ones. If you make it 90, 96 proof, which they sell on the end of the tour, in a souvenir bottle, somebody has to have 80, 86 proof whiskey. So we do the proof, the size of bottle they want, no bottle inventory to keep up with. First, we're going to show you a slide program. This takes approximately 3 minutes. Points out what you will see, and then we'll go through it with you. So, look at this. Y'all sisters or twins? Which is the oldest? I'm not going to ask how much older. How much older? 2 years. You don't look like you're that far apart. Come right up. We got two guys. He died. He left this to his nephew in a mother. That was a sister's child, a bookkeeper, and head distillery. Well, he married. They had 4 sons and a daughter. But Jack went in his old office, and we were going there after 12. He tried to open the safe, and it didn't work, so we kicked him. Broke his toe, gangrene set up, and that's what killed him. He died in 1911, 61 years old. And that old safe's still sitting in there, so we get in there, don't kick it. Now, they kept that off.
We don't know which side is good side, so we'll let y'all know. We got to try to pick one side.
No, it wasn't supposed to sit on you.
I see.
Now, these big buckets, they'll be here to help us. We'll go in one of them, we'll see what 1,000,000 gallons smells like. Well, we're proud of our visitors, we're proud of our product. Anybody comes to visit, we don't feel like we should charge them to visit. Somebody comes to visit you, would you want to charge them? We don't either. We feel like everyone that comes here is a friend, or not when they leave, we want them to feel like they are. These barrels weigh approximately 550 pounds apiece. So wherever they're placed, that's where they're going to stay. Now they fill them, they will date them, so they know when they're ready to come out. And every row or 2 in each floor is different dates. See, they don't put what they make in one day in one building. They were scattered to all 46 buildings. So anything happened to this building, we got some and others over here made the same day that we could bottle. Look down the side. Anything in one row is the same day. This row here is put in 96, March 25th. Well, the bottom row is October this year. Be ready to come out. It's October 92.
It's my birthday. My birthday.
4 years. A full 4 years. Just can't last one day and 4-year-old running out under federal law. To be a bonded whiskey without tax being paid on it doesn't have an odor or taste. So if whiskey goes through it, it takes those impurities out of the whiskey. Some days it makes charcoal, some days it's salt. They saw the wood into squares 2 inches, 4 foot long, and stack it and burn it. It's burning, they're spraying water on to control it. One side burns too fast, they'll wet it, and let the other side catch up burning. When it's just carbon, burned through and through, then they wet it and put it out. And they crush it, pack it big fast, let the whiskey drip in it. But we see it after a while, it'll be crushed up pretty fine. That's where the whiskey drips in. But it won't smell like it does the barrel now before it goes to the charcoal. It's not bad. That put a smile on your face, have to break a jawbone to get it off. We're going to walk from here on. Don't leave anything valuable on the bus now. We won't be back home. Watch your step, come right this way. Watch your step coming up. Might not be bad, but it would be good. Because it is so low in acid that it doesn't have odor or taste. I'll show you some of this charcoal over here. A lady the other day told me she was an artist, and the piece of this charcoal, 1 inch square in art dot $1.75. I don't doubt it. I can draw flies and see it. That's about it. Let me show it to you right over here. You see where they wrote their names on here? Here's what it looks like. On the wood. Go over here. See where they wrote the name? Find you a stick over there hadn't been written on. If you can. There you go. A while ago, we had 3 bats put away where you can see it, but only one of them.
It wasn't that rusty thing, was it?
No.
I think it was a piece of plastic.
Yeah, I think there was just some sticking out the seat.
No, it came from in the seat. Down the wind.
Hot to have us sitting out there with me, sitting in a rock chair waving a glass whiskers in. He built it in 1866. He was 1952 went across the street. Everything he could in that old office. And we go in front of it and go into that closet. The station is 56 degrees and the pH of this water is 7. So you wash your hair and it's so soft you think you're not going to get the soap out. But between that office and the spring is a statue of Jack Daniel, life size except the feet. Jack stood 5'2", weighed 120 pounds, wore a size 4 shoe. They put the statue film up in 1941. The size 4 shoe wouldn't hold it up. It's so heavy. They had to put a bigger foot. But now they swear it's testimony to good whiskey. See, he'd been stoned there since 1941. We go down. You're in spring with a mouth call, and you talking about having some fun out of a bunch of turkeys. You getting them bachelor herds.
How did he get into whiskey?
He learned from a preacher, and he decided it's wrong for a preacher to preach him at whiskey, so he sold Jack the Seal for $25 in 15. Jack moved to still here where he had better water, got the preacher's head distiller and get him to get it so he started and then
You can feel the chill.
On that way, it's hot summer day. You bring your lounge chair and your magazine.
Ooh, a little cool.
Kick back. You can jump in that and your shirt tail roll up your back like a window shade. It is cold. This is the spring. They take the water you use way back behind the dam. The cave goes all the way back to the mountain. And that's as far as we trace the water. But out front, people toss coins in it. There's coins from every country all over the bottom. Sometimes wild duck face lost in your unit. But the water in 3 grains makes up that Daniel. It's 8% corn, 12% rye, and 8% barley. 5 minutes at 212 degrees. That's called a mash. They cool it, put it in big vats ferment, holds 40,000 gallons. But they put 300 gallons of old mash as a starter in the bottom. Then fill it to 40,000. Well, the old makes the new ferment, it'll boil like it's cooking. When it stops in about 4 days, that mash is 13% alcohol. They send that in the still and take the alcohol out all but 300 gallons. They will save 300 gallons to start another one. So we're getting a sour mash whiskey just like you make sourdough bread. We use a little for old each time we start new. Now the grain is through, it goes up a pipe, I'll show you, top of the still and steam up the bottom. To heat the grain, the alcohol comes out in the vapor, out of the grain. And inside the still, there's big plate with holes in them for the vapors to go through. Around the plates, little cubes have got spring work condensed. So that whiskey comes out even clearer in this water. I try to show you how clear where it goes to the charcoal. But first, you're going to see where it comes out. And then one back where it ferments. We got a youngster too, and he had up too. That can't handle that smell back there where it's fermenting, or you have trouble breathing. You let me know, I'll show you a door to go. Alright, now if nobody moves, got you right there. Okay, 1 down 3. Anybody else? See that log ads signs. Good to see a lot of the TV spots. People sitting on the beach here. Now this was chopped out with an axe. They'll have smooth. They do a lot of city here. Now they'll have smooth. Distillery. You can say he can. Oh, wait a minute. I can imagine hanging into that. There's always one. Sitting right in that hole, ready to get over. Yep. You can throw anything in, they'll fall down that.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
And I love these. I like these. I make them lures. I had a guy from Iowa come through. He saw one of these gigs. I want you to make these. He said, we got a lot of them. Let's come right on down, folks. Right here, one. There's a clear whiskey glass. See it? Yes. That's how clear it goes in the barrel. The big columns here are steels. The steels are solid copper, 50 feet tall. Now the grain up here stops fermenting. The grain is going up that pipe top and steam up the bottom. The vapors come off and spring water comes in. So as whisk comes out, all that pipe in there can carry 140 proof clear, like you see coming out of that glass there. Well, that's how clear it goes in the barrel. That gets out, it runs over and drips to the charcoal. The grain we took the alcohol out of, the farmers around here feed it to cows. It's real high in protein. But first, we're going to show you where it ferments, and then we'll see where it drips to the charcoal. Well, we got 48 of these big vats up here. And I think about all of them full. So if the smell gets to you, let me know. I'll show you where to go out. Take 300 gallons or another. Because every day just about we're doing this. When it stops bubbling, they stir this up and send it to still, hose them out, pull a cover over it, blow steam under it, sterilize it, fill it up again. So you can feel heat coming off of it. It's cold, it's not hot. I'll show you where it drips down to the charcoal. Alcohol and CO2. Now the whiskey comes out, it goes through these covered lines into 3 rooms of charcoal vats in here. One room, we got 3 vats cut away with glass where you can see it drip, but 2 of them's already stopped, so we'll have to look in the first and then get around the others. But you see it drip in this first one. Smells a lot better in here. Normally. Now some of them package it.
Now, that's where the stuff falls out into.
Yeah, into the charcoal.
Look, you see the clear whiskey dripping here. The charcoal is 10 foot deep and it's 12 foot deep back. One drop will take 3 days to work through there. So all the impurities of the whiskey is taken out. Now 10 to 12 weeks, the charcoal gets so many impurities that it can't hold anymore. The impurities start coming out in the whiskey, so whiskey at the bottom starts to taste like it's stopped. So we got a bunch of tasters. 3 of them come in here every day and taste from all 3 rooms from the bottom. They put it in the mouth, roll it around, spit it out. So they claim. And rinse out the stream water and go to the next one. They claim that they swallow, that it numbs your taste buds. And everything after they do that will taste like what they swallow. They can't tell any difference. But if one thought it didn't come out, he would tell them to take it out, put new in, start over. Now the whiskey gets through, then it goes to the barrel for 4 years. You know how it smells in the barrel. I'm going to bounce these 2 lids up and down. Let you smell it. If you want to taste, if you get down close and draw that in and smack it, you can taste it. Now this is not like Disney bourbon. This will make you talk backwards and walk forward about 10 feet. I'm going to do this and then I'll do that. Get right over here. You know, over here, you can look back how tall these are. Go down beside them. And downstairs we have this video that will show you how they bottle it. Now we moved our old bottling about 12 years ago in a new building where they can bottle faster and have more line. It's a mile out of town. So we did a video how they do it for you. And I'll show you that. But the lower end of our old bottling, almost 2 years ago, they started making a Jack Daniel Amber Lager beer. It's a European style beer. It's good, it's sweet, it's dark, and it's strong. And there's a tour through there and someone else will take you through that. And you get through, they take you back where we started, give you lemonade and coffee, but it's free. So the more you drink, the more you get stopped rest of it. But now this last bat here is usually a lot stronger than these 2. We do these 2 all the time because they're close to the door. This one very seldom gets done. If you want to see what it's really like, we'll do this one.
Każdy z nich miał po wschodzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bottom there.
They're leaking. Now I have to drive a car.
Ready to go.
Barry's still standing by the vat.
Trey, where is he?
Uh-oh. He'll lose you down as well. We're under the same guidelines here to people to bake food. So they're here all the time. But the second floor is where the train takes. They got free parking or reserve parking on both sides. And you look, nobody's got a parking lane to have to do it. We'll go right in here and I'll turn you over to see.
You want the quality standards, right?
Just a little bit about our beer and show you through our brewery, and when we finish we will go back over to our visitor center, and we do ask that you please stay with us as a group so we can all go back together, and also wait until you get over there before you smoke. Now we started making beer in November of 1994. Jack Daniel never made it, but we're making it the way that it was made in his day. We're doing it in small batches and slow brew. We brew it 20 barrels at a time. It takes us 28 days to make it, and 21 days of that we let it old age. Right now on the market we have 3 varieties of Pilsner and 2 dark beers. One of them being an amber lager and the other one being an American ale. Got anybody here that's tried any of this beer yet? Got one right here? Have? Great. Which one did you try? but we are in a dry county. Can't serve alcoholic beverages, but I can tell you where you can buy it. If you go into town, the places that have it, the town being the square here in Lynchburg, the places that have it will have a sign on the door of the window, out the parking lot, and it'll right about 2 miles to the market has it, and to the left about a mile to its fire. And our merchants here in Ward County now, if you request it, they'll mix you up 6 in a carton, or if you want a case of it, they'll mix that for you and give you a chance to kind of try it off. Only thing I want to remind y'all now, being in a dry county, if you buy this beer, regardless of how hot you might be and how cold the beer might be, now keep this crown top on it in public. Because if you get caught with an open bottle, it's a real good possibility that you'll get another tour. It'll be kind of free going in, but it'll cost you to get out, so keep that top on. Right now, we're just in Washington, D.C. We're in Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North and South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia. Got about a 2-minute video that we're going to turn on.
1866, when Mr. Jack was licensed in Distillery, America was home to more than 4,000 breweries, each proudly handcrafting their own distinctive beers. It was the golden age of American brewing, until Prohibition closed the breweries, most naturally open. Today, the Jack Daniel Brewery, located on the grounds of the historical Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, provides an American brewing tradition.
From where is the name goes now?
Big word.
From where you
Let's go over the speaker.
Do you want some?
Yeah.
Definitely each side of a mouth will work with it. Thank you.
University for many years, and is proud to help bring you this broadcast.
I tell you, we spend too much money coming up here.